In this episode, I won't tell you what you already know. Instead, I'll reveal the biggest mistakes people make and exactly what to do to burn your fat without losing muscle. If you want to see real progress, stay until the end. Did you know that most people who try to lose weight lose more muscle than fat? And the worst part is that it slows down the metabolism and makes every subsequent diet even harder. In this episode, you'll learn how to burn your fat in a smart way without starving, without losing muscle, and without risking slowing down your metabolism. Imagine training for months, counting calories, and the weight still stays the same, or, even worse, you lose muscle, while the fat deposits remain. This is the biggest mistake most people make when trying to lose weight. However, there is a solution, a smart strategy that allows for maximum fat burning while preserving muscle mass. And no, it's not about some magical diet or supplement. This is a scientifically backed, yet simple method that you can apply immediately. Yes, you also have some things that really confuse you when it comes to losing fat. Do you have some things that really confuse you when it comes to losing fat? Be sure to write in the comments. I will respond to all of you. If your goal is to get rid of fat deposits without slowing down your metabolism, without starving, and without losing strength, then stay until the end because we will explain in detail the real strategies that work. Before we move on to specific mistakes and solutions, it's important to understand the 3 key principles of successful weight loss. Proper caloric deficit. If you reduce calories too much, you will slow down your metabolism. But if the deficit is moderate, the body will burn fat without consequences. Adequate protein intake is necessary to preserve muscle, prevent tissue breakdown, and a smart combination of training, strength plus cardio in the right amount, because too much cardio can lead to muscle loss. If you want the most precise advice on losing weight without losing muscle, click subscribe and turn on the bell. Every week I bring proven methods that really work. So follow the channel right away, because 95% of people who watch my videos haven't clicked subscribe. If you want to continue receiving top-notch advice on training and nutrition, click subscribe and activate the bell. That way, you won't miss a single new episode. In this episode, I also show concrete examples of how to easily organize meals, even for those who don't have time to cook. Now we move on to the real key mistake in weight loss. First, the key mistake in weight loss is that fasting is not the solution. Most people think that the only way to lose weight is by drastically reducing calories and starving themselves. The problem is that when we reduce food intake too much, the body goes into survival mode. This means that the metabolism slows down, and the body tries to conserve energy. Muscle tissue is consumed first, not fat deposits. You feel tired, experience a drop in energy, and have cravings for food. The solution, instead of a drastic diet, is a gradual caloric deficit, reducing calories just enough for the body to burn fat, without going into conservation mode. The best way to achieve this is a combination of smart nutrition and proper training with additional advice. Immediately drastically reduce calories in your diet. Start with small changes. First, reduce the intake of fats and sugars, and then gradually adjust meal portions. Secondly, how to properly reduce calories without losing muscle. If you want to lose fat and retain muscle, you need to be smart with your calorie intake. Here's how. Gradually reduce calories, no more than 300 to 500 calories, less per week. Maintain a high protein intake, at least 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. Pam, my name is Louis. Isage smart triangle. Meal timing. Make sure to include proteins and carbohydrates around your workout. adding activity instead of skipping meals, more walking, cardio, or strength training. Additional advice: protein intake throughout the day. It should be distributed across several smaller meals to ensure a constant supply of amino acids to the muscles and prevent muscle breakdown. Thirdly, the importance of healthy fats in the diet. Good fats: avocado, olive oil, nuts help regulate hormones and accelerate fat burning. They prolong the feeling of fullness and enhance the absorption of vitamins. You shouldn't be afraid of them. They are a key part of a healthy diet, but in the right amounts. Here's an additional tip. Fat intake should be properly balanced with protein and carbohydrate intake to achieve the best results. By including healthy fats in your meals, you can prevent overeating and improve metabolism. Thirdly, about carbohydrates. Should they be eliminated? One of the biggest misconceptions is that carbohydrates make you gain weight and should be completely eliminated. The truth is that carbohydrates can be your best allies, but only if you use them wisely. Complex carbohydrates, for example, rice, oatmeal, potatoes, buckwheat, and other grains are excellent for providing stable energy. The key is in the timing of intake. It's best to eat them in the morning before or after a workout. Avoiding refined sugars. It doesn't mean you can never have them, but you should limit them. Additional advice: if you want to speed up fat burning, it's best to reduce carbohydrate intake in the evening and consume them in the morning or around your workout. Number 5. Flexibility in diet and avoiding extreme diets. A diet doesn't have to be a struggle. Instead, you should smartly distribute macronutrients, which allows for long-term sustainability. Overly restrictive diets often lead to overeating and failure. Smart balancing of calories and macronutrients allows for the consumption of favorite foods in controlled amounts. Cheating on meals doesn't have to ruin the diet. The key is timing and portion control. Additional advice: if you occasionally include a meal with your favorite food in controlled amounts, it will be easier to stay consistent with your diet plan and avoid sudden drops in motivation. Number 6. A practical example of dieting through 2 phases of weight loss. Starting diet. First phase begins. For example, meal number 1. 5 to 7 egg whites. 50 g of buckwheat previously soaked in warm water. Meal number 2. 200 g of chicken breast. 100 g of rice. 100 g of broccoli. Meal number 3. Before training, 200 g of fish. 200 g of potatoes. Cucumber salad. Meal number 4. Post-training, whey protein plus a banana or 4 tablespoons of blueberries. Meal number 5. 200 g of cottage cheese, a handful of walnuts or almonds, adjustment in the fat-burning phase. In this phase, rice and potatoes are replaced with fibrous vegetables. 100 g of rice, 200 g of broccoli, 200 g of potatoes, 300 g of zucchini. This way, you get a larger meal volume while calorie intake is reduced, which helps prevent the body from slowing down metabolism. Point 7. What if you don't have time to cook? Breakfast: 5 to 7 deciliters of non-fat yogurt with 30 g of almonds, a scoop of whey protein. Snack: protein bar. Lunch: store-bought roasted chicken, plus a whole grain roll and vegetables. Before training, banana and whey protein. Dinner: canned tuna plus avocado and cucumber. This is a great option for those who are always on the go, but want to maintain proper nutrient intake. If you want a more precise plan, write to me. Point 8. Common mistakes in diets and solutions. Too low calorie intake. Gradual deficit. Cutting out carbohydrates. Solution: use them at the right time. Too much cardio training. Solution: combine it with strength training. Lack of a solution: at least 7 hours of night rest. Proper programming of cardio training so it doesn't compromise muscle mass. Too much cardio can cause muscle loss, while proper dosing helps in efficient fat burning. Moderate cardio, 15 to 20 minutes. For example, let's say, after strength training is ideal. Overly intense cardio can lead to muscle loss, mass, and boosting metabolism. The optimal strategy is a combination of strength training and controlled cardio for the best results. Additional advice: cardio should be adjusted to individual goals. Beginners can start with 3 to 4 sessions per week for 10 to 20 minutes, while advanced exercisers can do interval training and, for example, hit for maximum efficiency. Macronutrients and health in the weight loss process. Vitamins and minerals, crucial for recovery and immunity. Fiber helps with digestion and prolongs the feeling of fullness. At 10, what to do when we plateau. Carbohydrate cycling. Occasional days with higher intake. Increasing activity, more steps, and additional workouts. Controlled glycogen replenishment, incorporating more carbohydrates at the right times. Under 11. Supplements. What is useful and what is not? Useful supplement: whey protein, creatine, omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D. Supplements you can avoid. These are fat burners and detox teas because they are expensive and other miraculous products. If you want more useful tips, subscribe to the channel and share this with someone who needs it. Leave a comment if you have tried any of these strategies. If you're ready to get serious, contact me on Viber at 065-232-0866 and we'll arrange all the steps. Now, an important question for you. Which part of the show was most useful to you? Write in the comments and share your experience. Because it's through your comments that we create even better episodes. Also, if you have any questions about training or nutrition, feel free to ask. I answer every question. Write in the comments which advice was most useful to you. Also, if you want a personalized nutrition and training plan, contact me on Viber. Thank you for watching this show. If you found this video useful, take a look at the other clips from my Fitness Guru playlist. There you'll find more great advice on training, nutrition, and weight loss. Write in the comments which part of the show was most useful to you. And we'll see each other in the next episode. Until then, stay strong and train smart. Goodbye.